Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today and we're doing a quick review. I actually have had this for a few weeks, but I ended up getting bronchitis. There's nasty stuff going on around out there, so be careful. Weird to have it during summer, but this is Fenty and this is the Gloss Bomb Stackz. And this one's limited edition. Now I don't know why they have this, but here you go. You can save it for December if you'd like. And this is the Unicorn Blizzard. Yes, my mind is not fully back yet. Ooh, that was a rough 2 weeks. So, yes. So I wanted to try, sorry kitty. I wanted to try this earlier, but it just didn't work out. So, as you can see, it is still like this. 3 delightful colors. My cat's staring at it like 3 delightful colors, which basically you mix it together and it becomes one. Because there's really no way to get to all the different colors and try them individually. That's the whole thing. You're supposed to mix it together for one beautiful color. So this is my normal lips. They're really fair. Yes. So it's a lot of the time with things like this, it's really great for layering. So if you are fair like myself, what I tend to do with items like this, because I know this is going to be very light. Now, if you have more pigmented lips, I imagine this is just going to be a glorious glow on top of your gorgeous lips. For me, I have my own beautiful lips. They all are, but they're very fair. So what I tend to do is put a color on top and then something like this on top of it, just to give it a little bit of gloss. But let's not count it out because we never know. We can't judge it without getting to know it. So here we go. It's kind of, I have a few other of these and I'll have to do a video on these. But as you can see, it's very light. It has a slight cherry-ish scent to it. But you can see there's a little bit of blue, a little bit of the white, a little bit of lavender on there. Very interesting, but let's check it out. Wow, okay, so that's interesting. Now what I want to do is dip this in. Interesting. I was going to say it doesn't affect it, but it does. You can definitely see in the back that eventually it's going to mix up more. And now it's mostly lavender on there. But yeah, that's very interesting. So of course, the more you do that, the more it's going to mix up, and it already is starting to. So it gets rid of that layered effect and it just becomes lavender in the end. Yeah, which is fine. Because on the lips, that's what it looks like. And actually, the reason why I decided to do this today, you know, I'm still kind of recovering a bit, is because I was like, oh, okay, I've put on some makeup again, and I think it would look really good with this eye look. So I'm like, okay, and actually it does. This is actually quite pretty. Again, my natural lips aren't necessarily the most pigmented, but this is actually really pretty and not what I expected. I would actually wear this without something underneath it. I thought, looking at it, that it would be a lot more translucent, but it actually gives a good amount of color. But that being said, if you do have more pigmented lips, this would just be a lovely kind of touch on top of it, just to give it a little bit of a boost. But what I will say is that it's a little bit, like a little bit of more of a milkier color to it. So some people may not care for that. It works for me. I love it. I think this is glorious and something that I would definitely wear. Now, from my experience of using this formula before, it's a balm or a gloss, right? So they're not going to last long. If you drink or you eat, they're going to wipe away like that. So you're going to be using these a lot more often than you would like a matte lipstick or just a regular lipstick. It's kind of like a balm, but I think even a balm has a little bit more adhesion than a gloss does. So just know from my experience that, you know, every time you eat, drink, after a couple hours, you're going to have to upkeep this. So that's just the nature of the beast with the gloss, and kind of why for a while I didn't wear them as much, because there's a lot of upkeep with them. But what I do love about glosses including this, which is very good. It's very substantial. It doesn't stretch when you open and close your mouth. I don't like that kind of formula. This doesn't do that. It's very thick on the lips, very moisturizing, and has a gorgeous shine to it. And that's what I like about gloss, especially this time of year. It's just something you could do, like just throw on for a very easy, natural look. You know, just throw an eyeliner, maybe a little bit of sparkle on the eyes. Don't get too crazy, and some mascara, and then this, and you're out the door. Very, very easy. And that's the good thing about gloss, and I think why it's such a summer fan favorite is you won't freeze. In the winter, this won't freeze if you're in Chicago and it's minus 20 degrees. You know, nobody needs that. But it's just summer tends to be that kind of easy vibe. And that's exactly what these do. And I really like Fenty's formula. I think it's really fantastic. It is good quality, very moisturizing. You can feel it's good quality. And that's why I really enjoy it. But if you do buy this one specifically, just know that this is already mixing up on this side. And eventually it's just going to be like a purple. You can kind of see that already. But yeah, so that was a quick review of the Unicorn Blizzard. Very easy, very beautiful. I'm liking it. It's going to be a good day. And with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.